In one case, my client Tiffany was volunteering at a school that was located in a strip mall. There was construction going on in the parking lot. Tiffany exited one of the doors and she claimed that she tripped on some caution tape that was hanging from one of the barricades where the construction was going on, and it was going to some other object. She fell down, paramedics came to the scene, and they transported her to the hospital where she had foot surgery. Now here you can see one of the only pictures that we had in the case. It was taken by another volunteer who was working at the school. Unfortunately, you can see the picture does not show what was wrong. You can see some of the rubble that is apparently what was left over after they had removed some of the exterior tile floor. But the problem with this picture is you can't see the caution tape that my client claimed that she tripped over. My client claimed she only had one way to walk. So even though caution tape would be pretty obvious to anyone for seeing it, my client claimed that was her only way to exit. And what was she to have done? She had no other way but to walk over the tape, and then she tripped and fell. As in many trip and fall cases and fall down cases, the defense, the insurance company, had a totally different side. They said construction workers said they told my client not to walk there and that there were other areas she could have walked on. Unfortunately, there was no surveillance in this claim, and my client didn't have any photos showing what was wrong. In any fall down case or any personal injury case where you're injured, always take photos of whatever you believe is wrong. But don't just stop at the photos. Take measurements. In any trip and fall case, take measurements of the height difference that you believe caused your injury. Use a ruler, use a deck of cards, use a stack of pennies if that's what you have, but you want to get the height documented. Every personal injury case has hurdles in it. Your goal is to minimize the hurdles. The less things you have to overcome, the higher chance you get a payout and in a shorter amount of time. In this case, the mall was insured by Markel Insurance Company, and they eventually, through a lot of negotiation, offered $100,000 to settle. Markel Insurance Company assigned a defense attorney to the case. He said, I may have a couple more bucks to offer. I thought to myself, what does a couple more bucks mean? Does it mean $2? Does it mean 20 bucks? Does it mean 2,000? Does it mean 20,000? What does it mean? Ultimately, we settled Tiffany's case for $120,000. The lesson here is if an insurance adjuster says a statement like, I have a few more bucks to offer, if you're unsure what it means, ask them straight up. Say, what does a couple more bucks mean? Some of them will tell you. They still may be lying or misleading when they tell you what it means, but at least you know more than just assuming what it means. After my attorney's fees, costs, and paying back out-of-pocket medical bills and a loan that Tiffany took, she received $45,879 in her pocket. Now that does not include the interest on a loan that she took to pay for her medical treatment. And Tiffany's total settlement was about 3.5 times the final out-of-pocket medical bills that we had to pay back. So the out-of-pocket medical bills that we had to pay back were $33,722. And if you multiply that times 3.5, you get the $120,000 settlement. Like most personal injury cases where someone has surgery, most of the settlement was for pain and suffering. About 72% of the entire settlement was for pain and suffering. So I estimate that the insurance company was paying about $86,278 for pain and suffering, and the rest was for her out-of-pocket medical bills. Another time where you should ask the adjuster what something means is when they tell you that they have your case evaluated, for example, in the low 5 figures. That could mean 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Ask them, what does low 5 figures mean? Some of them are going to be more forthcoming with information than others, and they'll tell you low 5 figures means 10 or 20,000. Now again, they still might be lying. However, at least you have something that you can put in the notes, perhaps confirm this with them in writing, and you're in a better position than just assuming what you think low 5 figures means. Knowing how to deal with insurance claim adjusters is just one part of a personal injury case. To learn how to maximize your case in the shortest amount of time possible, watch this video here. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you in the next video.